Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. We are coming on the air with major breaking news in the 4-year-old case, Javeayah Harris out of Aiken County, South Carolina. And the case has now taken a turn everyone has feared. Authorities say Javeayah's parents have now been charged with unaliving a child. And there is no longer a missing persons case. According to the latest reports, Aiken County Sheriff's Office believes this little girl has been missing for at least a month. We have a lot to get to on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smile through pain with a painted face. They call me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me I've been whispered about and written off, judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my curls, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Any clutch, better tighten the pearls. Drop the cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Really do. We are following the breaking news that just came out just a little bit ago. I am as live as soon as I could get to you guys. I wasn't home when this news broke, but we are following the very sad breaking news out of Aiken County, South Carolina, that little Javeayah is been feared deceased for quite some time now, at least a month. And this is where I feared this case was going to go. And that seems exactly what has happened. So they're saying that she has been dead for months. We're going to get to the press conference, everything to keep you guys updated. But if you would do me a big favor, guys, and please hit that thumbs up button, would greatly appreciate that. Also, if you would share this live stream out, hit that share button, copy that link, drop it in any of your favorite social media. Consider hyping this video after the live stream. You get 3 hypes a week on YouTube. If you don't use it, you lose it, and you have to do it on your mobile device after the live stream, your phone or your tablet. So they say that she is believed to have been dead for months. Justin, you are spot on this case. I have a feeling it wouldn't surprise me if they're going to be looking in the landfill soon. I do not know what's going on with my internet. We are having storms here, so maybe that's it. ACSO says she may have been dead for at least a month. Search moving outside of Aiken County, and the case is now shifting from a missing child to a homicide investigation. Yesterday, right at the more toward the end of our stream, I knew that this case was turning. I told you they were being more critical to the parents, and they had stopped searching these cars. I knew this investigation had turned around. So what we know versus what we don't know at this time, we know that the parents have been charged, and ACSO says she was likely dead for at least a month. Search underway outside of Aiken County. What we don't know, we don't know the exact location where Javeayah is still. It's not publicly confirmed. However, they are saying that they are searching in specific locations. And we have no idea what evidence has led investigators there, if there's been a confession or what. We have no idea at this time. And we have no idea who knew what. Hopefully it will stop doing this. My internet, I pay for the fastest internet on the planet. Why was she reported missing if investigators believe she had been missing for weeks, right? These parents obviously lied to us about this whole entire thing, which is not uncommon. What led investigators outside of Aiken County, and where were the warning signs before this? There clearly was some warning signs. We're going to get to the press conference and all of that. Guys, please do me a big favor, hit that thumbs up button, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys being here. Happy 4th of July to each of you. I know it's a holiday for us here in the United States, but it's not a holiday for sure for Aiken County right now, and Javeayah's family and people who knew Javeayah. So we're going to get right to this press conference right here. Let me get
find
to
somebody in a neighborhood that's supposed to, especially sheriff, then we've arrested her dad.
1 second.
Outcome the search for this missing little girl.
Credits
I'm
going to go to
deeply
our friends,
saddened
WRDW.
to tell you that our investigation and evidence leads us to believe that 4-year-old Javeayah Harris is deceased. It's the outcome that we all feared And sadly, it's the outcome that we must face. We'll have to face it together as a community. Our search for Javeayah drives on. We are continuing to put massive law enforcement resources to work to recover Javeayah and bring her home. We all hoped and prayed to find her alive. But it's extremely important to bring her home to her family, and it's important to bring her home for us. We are currently searching an area of interest right now, not in Aiken County, and I am not disclosing where that's at. But I'm sure you understand if in fact
What did I tell you? What did I say? He didn't say where it was, but you can pretty much guess where this little girl's body is. I just want to rewind that little part.
of interest right now, not in Aiken County, and I am not disclosing where that's at. But I'm sure you understand if in fact Javeayah's body is where we think
Um, in that her remains are inside of the landfill, in my opinion. And I believe this wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. Jaden Spicer's mom lied. Emmanuel Harris' mom lied. Mady Sidhu's mom lied. Oh, I can't even tell you the ones I've covered. I hope this internet does not keep doing this, guys. I really do. This is going to bug me to pieces.
and we don't need anybody from the outside of law enforcement trying to access that area. Today, I'm announcing that we have arrested Javeayah's parents. We've arrested her dad, 23-year-old Johmarea Harris, and her mom, 22-year-old Michilae Herring.
Now, remember, mom just pushed out a baby 2 days ago. Fucking 2 days ago.
For homicide.
And I'll tell you something. I am so thankful that mother will never have this baby. I am so thankful that this mother will never, ever, ever have this baby, that will never have to go through what Javeayah went through. I do. I feel like one of them's talked.
By child.
Or they're, I mean, listen, this county has been excellent. This county has been excellent. They did everything right. This sheriff, guys, re-elect this sheriff. You've got a good one. Trust me. We've seen some Hold on. I'm going to turn on another thing. Just bear with me 1 second so I can fix it. I know. I don't know what's wrong. We're getting ready to get storms, but I'm going to turn it on another one. So just bear with me. I'm going to perform a speed test. Yep. I'm getting 500 megabytes. So we're good with that. I'm just trying to see what it is. It might freeze up again for 1 second. I have 50 tabs open. I thought it was my laptop. No, it's not you. It's me. And it frustrates me because it doesn't send out as many notifications. If my connection isn't good, YouTube won't send out as many notifications. A lot of people don't know that, but okay, hopefully no promises.
How the investigation goes further. We have spoken to Javeayah's extended family, and we'd ask that you respect their privacy. We can only imagine what they're going through.
I know.
We
I know,
put
General. Thank you so
every
much, honey.
resource available to find Javeayah
I know.
and to bring her home safely. I want you to pay close attention to these next two sentences. This is very important.
Pay attention, he says.
Sadly, the night of the 911 call on June 30th, when that call was made, it was already too late to save Javeayah.
Yep.
At this time,
Yep. You could tell the way the dad, you could tell that this hadn't already happened, in my opinion, by his voice, and that he was setting up a story. He was setting up a story that these random ass people had been around his house and you hadn't called the police on them. Just like in Jack and Lily's case, same thing. Jack and Lily had been gone hours. Also, what else did I say? The reason they called is very specific. She knew into labor. She knew it. So what did they do? They had to call. Families got to watch Javeayah, or when they start coming around and showing off the baby, well, where's Javeayah? Where's Javeayah? They had to call. They had to call. And I knew it. I knew it.
our investigation supports that she had been deceased.
Yeah, I'll
for
play
at
it
least
again
a
in a
month.
minute, Widow. Yep.
I want to express my sincere gratitude to every law enforcement agency, local, state, and federal, and all of our volunteer fire departments in Aiken County who stood alongside us this whole journey for the past 3 or 4 days in this heat and long hours. There's too many agencies to name, but I am going to name a few that played the key role and supported the Aiken County Sheriff's Office in this operation. Special Agent in Charge, Kevin Moore with the FBI Field Office in Columbia. You'll hear from him in just a minute. Major Patterson with the South Carolina Highway Patrol. Chief Keel with the State Law Enforcement Division. Sheriff Rowland with the Edgefield County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Kuhn with the Lexington County Sheriff's Office.
Parents are arrested.
Sheriff
Yes.
Boone with the Kershaw County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Gino Brantley with the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. And Chief Marenko and Johnson with the Aiken and North Augusta Department of Public Safety. A big thank you goes out to Paul Matthews with Aiken County Emergency Management, who opened this EOC for us at 4:30 Wednesday morning. And it's been manned ever since then. Aiken County EMS, Lexington County Fire Service, And for all the other sheriffs that's called me this week, offering support, encouragement, manpower, or equipment, whatever we needed. The professionalism, cooperation, and dedication demonstrated by everyone is nothing short of exceptional. Every agency brought valuable resources, specialized expertise, but most of all, an unwavering commitment to bring Javeayah home. Also, I want to thank you, the media, for covering our investigation, for helping spread Javeayah's picture to our community, in hopes of locating her. And finally, I want to thank our community from the encouragement, patience, prayers, and support. All that means more to us as law enforcement and first responders than you'll ever know. We received an overwhelming amount of support through shared information, donations of food and water, and countless acts of kindness that reminds us why we are so proud to serve the citizens of Aiken County. I'd like to
Good sheriff.
especially say
Real
thank
good
you to
sheriff.
Bethel Baptist Church,
Doesn't
who's
fuck
right
around.
around the corner from where this started. They opened their doors to us. They provided food, water, restrooms, and probably most importantly, air conditioning for those guys that were out in the woods searching. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Special Agent in Charge Kevin Moore.
Thanks, Sheriff. And good morning. I'm Kevin Moore, Special Agent in Charge of the FBI's Columbia Field Office. And today, a family and this community are hurting from this tragedy, the loss of a 4-year-old Javeayah. We want to offer our sincerest condolences to Javeayah's loved ones and to this community. The men and women of the FBI have been here in Aiken County since the beginning, working alongside the Sheriff's Office and our law enforcement partners. With the information we had at the time, we put every available resource into finding Javeayah. That included dozens of FBI personnel who were part of the searches, the neighborhood canvases, the digital media review, and interviews. We also had members of the FBI's Behavioral Analysis Unit, the Child Abduction Rapid Deployment Team, and our technical experts involved. Whenever a child goes missing, it's a joint effort to find them, and the FBI works hand in glove to assist law enforcement agencies in doing so. It's heartbreaking that we are not standing here with better news. We want to thank the community for all the support, for the tips, and for showing compassion in trying to locate Javeayah. Thank you to our law enforcement partners. It's truly one team. Now we are all focused on pursuing justice for Javeayah, because that's what she deserves. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you, sir. Now I'm going to take a few questions, but understand this is still an active investigation that we are working as we speak and we stand here. So answers may be limited, or I may tell you I'm just not going to answer that question. So
when did this investigation change from a search to a recovery? I know that we heard from you earlier this week about it being a missing person search. So what
change, and how did that change?
Well, if you remember correctly, when I said that, I also said that there was another team doing an investigation off-site from out there here. After a certain amount of time, when we don't find somebody in a neighborhood that supposedly walked off, I don't want to get behind the 8 ball. The FBI was called quickly. They can always go back home, but I want them here as soon as we could get them. So to give you an exact point, I can't do that. The search team is doing their job. the team here was doing their job, and when we figured out she wasn't there anymore, is when we backed everybody out and focused on this.
They were backing out yesterday. That's why I said I knew they were.
No, ma'am. All right, thank you again. I know it's hot. We will have further updates as they come, either by another press conference or a press release. Thank you.
We have been watching the press conference. That was the Aiken County Sheriff Marty Sawyer there announcing that this search has taken a turn. We knew it was going to be a pivotal update in this case. They now believe that Javeayah Harris is dead. They have evidence in the case to believe that. Her body somewhere, he said, not here, and would not go in to the details of where they believe this little girl's body is. They believe that she has died. Both of her parents, her father, her mother, both arrested now, charged with homicide by child abuse, and now filing a false police report. The sheriff adamant to bring this key piece in sharing the details that he could today, saying that they believe on Tuesday at 8:15, when that 911 call happened, alerting that Javeayah might have wandered off, was the story that was told. The sheriff said today they believe that Javeayah, her little body, had been dead for at least a month. Will Rio and Sidney Hood getting in place there at that press conference there with the sheriff in Aiken County. Obviously a heartbreaking update.
What the hell's wrong with these people? So we have Johmarea Harris, his new inmate ID that he's going to get very much used to is 1015438, home address, city Aiken. His ass is going to be Aiken, I hope. He's got male, black male, doesn't show his height or weight yet. Status is open, arrested 7/3/2026 at 10:45. Arrested last night, charged with MURDER and or homicide by child abuse, which 20 years to life that he is facing. Zero bond. Good. Let's see here. So that's all we got for that one right now. Okay, got some more things coming up.
Searchers.
Going to show you the landfill. One second, guys. Has been in the landfill. That's just I'm sorry, I'm freezing, guys. It's the sheriff said, you know, they've been processing a scene. He didn't say where, but he did give, in my opinion, a clue to where he said Javeayah might be, and in my opinion, he meant the landfill as that is. If you guys remember, I think it was WRWD spoke to the sheriff of was it Chaffee County, Georgia, where Quentin Simon went missing and was in a landfill. And yeah, I just feel like they put her in a landfill. So I'm going to show you that landfill here in a little bit. They're saying at least a month. that Javeayah has been missing, and I feel like it's been longer than that even. And the reason is the neighbors said they have not seen a child in that house. So
there, the sheriff stated the FBI had been part of this investigation, and they had been working to.
I want to go. I want to read this press conference that the sheriff out of Aiken County, and again, I cannot give this sheriff enough props. I have two different true crime channels, and I've done this for 3 or 4 years now, covered hundreds of cases. And I've seen really good sheriffs, and I have seen very, very, very bad sheriffs. And I have to say, this sheriff out of Aiken County is the best. He is the best. He didn't mess around. He didn't. Please, other sheriffs, take note of this man. We can all learn. We are all learning every day, no matter what your position is. None of us know all the answers. But this sheriff, he didn't even allow the father to come back to the home because he shut it down immediately. Thank you so much, Charmaine, for renewing your membership, babe. Appreciate you very much. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much, my love. Aiken County Sheriff's Office 1 hour ago, statement and update from Sheriff Sawyer. Quote, "This is the hardest announcement in my 36 years working in law enforcement. I am deeply saddened to tell you our investigation and evidence leads us to believe 4-year-old Javeayah Harris is deceased. It is the outcome. It is the outcome that we had feared, and sadly, it is now the one we face, and we will face it together as a community. Our search for Javeayah drives on. We are continuing to put massive law enforcement resources to work. We all hoped and prayed to find her alive, but it is still extremely important we bring her home. We are searching an area of interest, not in Aiken County. Today, I am announcing that we have arrested Javeayah's parents, and we have arrested her dad, 23-year-old Johmarea Harris, for homicide by child abuse, and her mom, 22-year-old Michilae Herring, for homicide by child abuse and filing a false police report. Additional charges may be forthcoming. We have spoken to Javeayah's extended family, and we ask that you to respect their privacy. We can only imagine what they are going through. We put every resource available to find Javeayah to bring her home safely. Sadly, it was already too late to save her the moment the 911 call came in on June 30th. At this time, our investigation supports that she had been deceased at least a month. I want to express my sincere gratitude to every law enforcement agency, local, state, and federal, and our volunteer fire departments in Aiken County who stood alongside us throughout the process. There are too many to name, but specifically Special Agent in Charge Kevin Moore, FBI Columbia, Chief Keel with SLED, Sheriff Rowland, and Edgefield County Sheriff Kuhn, with Lexington County Sheriff Bone, and Kershaw County Sheriff Gino Brantley, and Richmond County Chief Barnago, with Aiken Public Safety, and Chief Johnson with North Augusta Public Safety, Paul Matthews in Aiken County Department of Emergency Management, and the other sheriffs throughout the South Carolina who called me, offering their support and encouragement through the whole process. The professionalism, cooperation, and dedication demonstrated by everyone involved has been nothing of short of exceptional. Every agency brought valuable resources, specialized expertise, and an unwavering commitment to our mission. I want to thank you, our media partners, for covering the investigation, helping spread Javeayah's picture to our community in hopes of locating her. And finally, I want to thank the community for the encouragement, patience, prayers, and support you have shown have meant more than words can express. We've received an overwhelming amount of support through shared information, donations of food, water, and countless acts of kindness that remind us why we are proud to serve this community. I would also like to especially thank Bethel Baptist Church for opening their doors and providing food, water, air conditioning, and restrooms. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. So sad, man. So sad. This is just really, really too much. Um, something has led them to this location, wherever they are searching for Javeayah. Again, in my opinion, I feel like it is at a landfill. I cannot 100% confirm that. I want to make that extraordinarily clear. But the sheriff did say that it would be very hard, at the very least, to find her, if you know where he's going with that, is what he said. Widow, thank you so much, dear. It's very generous of you. Really appreciate that. Gifting us 5 memberships. If you received one of those, please give our beautiful Widow Bailey a big, big thank you. Mom or dad cracked, in my opinion. Probably you're live last night, Justin. What was that? What do you mean by that? Baby kisses. We knew where this was going. But this is the landfill. The closest landfill. This is Barden C&D landfill. It's at 411 Connector Road, Grantville, South Carolina. And they're going to, we've known this in other cases that we've covered. Landfills are very organized. When I was showing dumpsters last night. Yeah. Yep. I just knew that they put her in a dumpster. Does the landfill have camera? They probably do. Landfills are very organized. It goes in a grid pattern, and they will know the area. But just because they know the area, you have about a 7% chance of finding someone's remains. And with it being over a month, it's going to be that much more difficult. And their bodies are so tiny. Just more likely the landfills near their apartments they had previously lived in. Javeayah may never even been to this place that they're living at now. And, last night we were talking about this dad has done, hey, Josie, good to see you. This dad has allegedly bred pit bulls, not as pets, but to fight them. It's not good. The red clay down south. I don't know how long this landfill has been open for. Don't know. But, well, it's been open for a while because this says 8 years. Just crazy. It's it just is the entire fact of a child dying because of your neglect or abuse is one thing. It's a whole nother thing to throw them in a fucking garbage and that be their burial ground where vultures literally are there. If you've ever been to a landfill, you know exactly how just disgusting. It smells like methane. There is so much pollution. There is so much pollution. Hold on one second. I'm getting some stuff in. 1 second, guys. So all of that. So it just is absolutely breathtaking that they could throw this little girl, seemingly, again, not 100% confirmed, in a dumpster. I've been to the landfill several times, ICU, and I've thrown stuff out, like drove out, threw stuff off the trailer, and this big bulldozer just comes and just and then there's garbage trucks that back up, and you know what a garbage truck does, it compresses everything so it can fit more, and all of the trash pretty much comes out almost in a block until they just push it and push it and push it, and there is so much, and then they will, after it gets so condensed, they put dirt over it. Yeah, it smells. If you've ever been to a pig pen on a farm, that's exactly what it smells like, but add methane. If you've ever smelled methane, it's methane. And you wonder, I'm telling you something. People talk about like the greenhouse, methane. You go to a landfill and you realize that methane shit's real. It's real. It's crazy. But I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think this father or mother drove to the landfill. In my opinion, I figure they put her in a dumpster somewhere. Thank you, Millie. Appreciate you, dear. Thank you so much. Yes, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Really do appreciate you. What was that you sent me? I see you. 1 second, guys. Look at Board Street as previous address. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I got a source. 1 second. Okay. All right. We're going to go back to this. I got some stuff I'm going to pull up here as we continue this coverage. Very sad.
Had been working to put together a secondary case. As that massive search was going on, some 200 searchers strong, we tonight, or this morning, are learning that they were searching there based on a tip, based on a call that was given by that mother now in jail.
I'm waiting for their pictures.
With homicide by child abuse. believing that when that 911 call was made on Tuesday, Javeayah had been dead for more than a month. That will end our special coverage here as we are on the broadcast side. We will return you there to regular programming for in-depth coverage on this. We invite you to WRDW Plus and all of our social media platforms. We will continue our coverage here. The search for Javeayah Harris continues.
And I noticed last night, like if I need really, really in-depth backgrounds, I can get it from like my PI or whatever. But the regular, usually a regular background's good enough, unless I'm been really working a case and I need to really look extensively and stuff. And Javeayah's mom and dad, they deleted the information on their background. They deleted all their information on their background. And which is interesting, which kind of told me, yeah, I think she's been dead a while. I think she's been dead a while after that. So that's, I would say, I mean, it's been more than a month in my opinion. Okay, here we go. Let's go to WRDW here. One second. Okay, we looked at that earlier.
Already see the parking lot.
For those of you joining us here,
this reporter, I can't think of his name right now. I apologize, but I met him in the Quentin Simon case when I was down in Georgia, and he did amazing coverage in Savannah, Georgia, with the Quentin Simon case.
RDW and Augusta area. The sheriff, if the secondary investigation was going on, and he said no, but he said there were certain things in this he could not share. It's very clear. The FBI and SLED, as you watched Sydney in that neighborhood, you were there as they started asking questions. I'll go back to that as you were there in that neighborhood. Can you explain the day, the time when you first saw, and it looked like?
Pay for what, Debbie? To pay for your background to be taken off? No, baby, you don't. No, you have a right to take that stuff out. I mean, like the regular reports that the general public gets, you have a right. Now, with private investigators or law enforcement, you can never erase that. But no, it's not expungement. You can just have your data deleted off of your background. A lot of it. So it's just so the general public, has a harder time getting it. Now, you can go to a courthouse and FOIA their records, but just do not sell my information. Yeah. To remove your information. Yeah. It's not like it goes off your record or anything, though. No.
This could be more than a search for a little girl.
Sydney, you were on the ground for the last 3 days. Walk us through what you've seen for the last 3 days with these search crews.
Well, certainly whenever I got out here Tuesday night at 11 o'clock, you could already see the parking lot at Bethel Baptist Church filling up with local agencies. SLED, of course, started coming in as well as the FBI. So Sheriff Sawyer really meant it when he said that they had every agency that they could think of, locally, state, federal, out here helping them find this little 4-year-old girl. And the search it was nonstop all week long, going in and out of that parking lot, on the ground, in the sky with the helicopters and the drones as well. People out here doing everything they can to find this little girl, using every resource that they can think possible to get out there, doing interviews with neighbors, interviewing family members as well, just trying to get any nugget of information to lead them to finding this 4-year-old little girl. Of course, like Sheriff Sawyer mentioned, not the news we wanted to bring to you today. He said it was one of the hardest things he's had to announce in his more than 30-year law enforcement career out here. And you can certainly just feel the somberness out here today as he shared that news with us. But Will, you spoke with the dad this week. Talk to me a little bit about that. And just, I mean, we put the interview out there for folks to listen to. You spoke to him earlier this week. Now he's in jail.
Yeah, it almost gives me goosebumps just sitting here talking about it. I mean, both parents now arrested and charged in the missing persons case of Javeayah Harris. And having gone through that interview with him over the phone earlier this week and him telling me a story, and now knowing that evidence with the sheriff's office leads them to believe that she had been dead for a month at that point. And he had a story that he told us over the phone about what happened the day that she went missing. Again, we know that 911 call, they are also charged with making a false police report too and filing that report. So just to rehash some of his story, he told me that Javeayah wanted some candy, some food. He had some other stores he had to go to, and then ended up at a laundromat. And then that's when we saw law enforcement head back to his house.
I'm going to show you
his
some
girlfriend,
pictures.
who's Javeayah's mother, was pregnant at the time. And he might have been worried that she was going into labor. So he raced home, saw a large law enforcement presence, drones in the air. He was getting questioned by detectives. And he said he had no idea what happened. He said this has been killing them, not knowing what happened too, and said that the mother was torn up about all of this. Javeayah was not one to run away. And initially on that phone call, it sounded as if he was getting choked up and was emotional about the entire situation. But again, now they are charged in her disappearance and death at this point, homicide about child abuse, and then filing that false police report as well. But again, just knowing that there was an interview done, that story was given to us.
Thank you for that, Gerald. Appreciate you. I'm going to pop that up. I want to say that this is how important community is. The saying, it takes a village to raise a child, is very true. None of us can do it on our own. Essentially, we need teachers, we need doctors, we need, your priest, your rabbi, whoever. And it's all very, very important. And especially for the most vulnerable children and people in our society, it's very, very important. Because there's always someone to watch out, right? And this makes me wonder, is this why they moved? Is this why they moved? Or after they moved, did she perish? Was she unalived by these mofos? So this is coming from WRDW. He was so calm. We're going to listen to that call here in just a minute again. And look, there's a doghouse. There's a doghouse. I still haven't seen the chicken's house. Yeah. They moved in January 2026 from the apartment. He just in chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Michelle. Good to see you. They have been charged. Yes, both parents have been charged. And you got to realize the mother just had a child. And again, I believe, I've said it for days now, I believe this is the only reason Javeayah was reported missing to begin with, is because she was essentially crowning with that child and was about to go to the hospital, and she knew it. She knew it. Speaking in past tense the whole time. Yes. Yeah. Wonder where that baby will go. That baby will go immediately to foster care. Immediately. I mean, this baby is 48 hours old. There are no chickens. I think there's a chicken coop out there somewhere, but I don't know where. Don't know where. But these are the new photos. I mean, they've got like a tire tube with like a ratchet strap to make like a makeshift swing. I mean, this might have been the chicken coop with the pallets over there. You see over there? Right over here, that might have been the chicken coop or whatever. But again, why would a kid be out there at 8:45 in their pajamas? Yeah, baby kisses. That's for the dog to bite on? Interesting. I'm from the South and no chicken coop looks like that. Well, I'm from the South too, and I've seen a lot of redneck things. I've seen a lot of redneck things that people made with different things as well. Want to go over, give me 1 second as I put this up. Want to go over that phone call, because hindsight is always 2020. Oh, also here, I think he took his Facebook profile down, but here is the dad's. He's 23 years old. 23 years old. And when he said, I went to go get Mad Dog and some blunts, and she wanted candy. He went to 3 gas stations. That set off alarm bells for me immediately. Immediately set off alarm bells for me, because he wanted to be seen as an alibi. Period. What I think happened, and again, this is just my opinion, I think at 5 o'clock he was asleep, and his girlfriend woke him up and said, we got to do something. We got to do something. This baby's coming. And so they conjured up this laundromat story that he would go out and be seen, and then they would make up this story that Javeayah was outside playing with the chickens, and oh my God, she's gone. That's exactly what I think happened, when in all actuality, Javeayah has at minimum been missing a month. Today is July 4th. So we're talking at least the end of May. And I would say it was way before that. Or dispose of evidence in 3 locations. Maybe. But I think that they already disposed of her a long time ago, in my opinion. Okay, the previous address. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna play this right here. Trying to find that phone call, because the very beginning of that phone call is very important, in my opinion. So just bear with me as I'm a one-man band, y'all. Aw. Look at this. When was Javeayah's birthday? To my first baby. Okay, look at this. Got some interesting things in here. Okay, May 10th. Michelle Herring. To my first baby, my sweet girl, you are the reason I became a mommy. All you made it about you. That is May 10th. May 10th. Now, I want to say that just because this says May 10th does not mean this picture was taken May 10th either. They moved in January. Yes. Yes, they did. Jen, thank you so much for YouTube in line. I've been with you from the start. OG, love you. You are an OG girl. Love you, Jen. Love you, babies. Appreciate you being here, and thank you for your support and being a mod and all that. I appreciate every single one of you watching here. I don't think that they had a recent photo. Hell no, they didn't. Hell no, they didn't. And this is the thing. When your kids are specifically little, you take pictures of them all the time. All the damn time. And all they would have to do is go back in her phone and look at her roll and see the last picture that they took of Javeayah. Not ones that they've saved, but they have actually taken of Javeayah. And that's going to give you a time frame as well. She's so cute. Oh my God, she's just adorable. She has like this, she has this little underbite, and I think that is the cutest thing ever. She's just got this little underbite. It's so cute. Hope they check the lake. Yeah, Deanna, I am. Sure am. Because one of those looks like a Snapchat. Yeah. You can tell she's a lot younger here in this photo. Let me make it big for you guys so you guys can see it. So y'all can see it. Really good. I mean, with this picture right here, you can tell she's younger. With this one, you can tell she's younger. You know, this could be from May from last year for all we know. In my opinion, the dad's interview sounds not sad. It sounds like he was already used to the emotion being gone. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm trying to pull up here. With this, the one thing that Javeayah did, which again, she shouldn't have had to, but she saved her newborn sibling, that baby's life. These two monsters were not up to the task of raising a child. Let me tell you something. There is nothing in this life more physically, emotionally rewarding, exhausting, loving as being a parent. It's the biggest gift you can ever get, and people take advantage of that. They really take advantage of that. These people squirt out kids whenever someone is literally on their knees right now begging God to have a baby. Begging God to have a baby. It took me 3 years to have my first child. And these people just squirt them out and just don't even think of the blessing that they have. And listen, if you don't want them, there's people that are begging God right now for a child that would love let me see here. All right. I don't know what the hell I did with that interview. Give me a second. I'm looking. All right. Let me go to Facebook. Javeayah Harris father interview. Okay. Bear with me. I want kids and I'm hoping my husband comes home. It will happen. I pray that you get all you want, my dear. Okay, so here is the interview. Whatever you have in life,
okay,
take care of it.
I got up around five-ish, and my daughter was outside playing. My girl was out there watching her.
And it's okay. So he says he got up at 5-ish in the evening. After evening, Javeayah was outside. Now, like I said yesterday, even before we knew this, I think that's where he fucked up. The beginning of where he fucked up. And that is because the neighbors are going to see it. If you got kids, your neighbors know. 4-year-olds are not quiet, right? And you got to remember what the former neighbors said, that Javeayah was very well mannered. She would follow you like wherever, like she was always like holding your hand and stuff. Makes me want to cry. And neighbors hadn't seen anybody.
She was in and out of the house. I say that. And
she was in and out of the house. He'll say that.
I was going to get up and wash the clothes. Yeah, what else can I say? I left the house around six, like late, maybe like early 7. It was probably around like 6, and I got back to the house maybe around 7:15 because my girl and my daughter said they wanted some candy, like she wanted some suckers and she wanted some cookies, and I had went to like three stores maybe in between those times to go get gas, Black Miles, and I had went and got some drinks, like some little Mad Dogs and stuff like that. And when I left, and
I'm sorry, but does this sound like a dad that has frantic in his voice? I went to get some Black and Milds and some little Mad Dogs and things like that. That does not sound like there is fear in his voice. He's also being too specific. He's being very too specific. Very rehearsed. Very rehearsed. That's right. Unnecessary details. This is it's a thing. Most of the time, if you have been had any type, I mean, even the human spirit generally knows when someone is lying. We do it thinking that it benefits when it doesn't. It doesn't benefit. But some people get away with it. Justin, did he come back with the laundry and the cookies and the Black and Milds and the Mad Dog? Don't know. I assume that he did. Just the fact that he went to 4 stores in a matter of a couple hours is bizarre. How can he get tobacco? It's 21 nationwide to purchase tobacco. It's he's 23. He's 23.
I went back to dry the clothes because I was watching them. I was sitting there for a little minute, and I ended up going to another store. Like these 3 stores that I'm saying, like
I didn't either.
These stores already, but I went to a store last,
Gotcha.
And I was back at the I was back at the washing machine that was right beside the Circle K. And then when I was at the Circle K, I was seeing a lot of police and stuff going through. And I was wondering, I was like, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of stuff goes on in Aiken to where like you would be like, okay, it's the police or whatever. But I didn't know that it was my house. But my girlfriend at the time, she didn't have service. She didn't have service on her phone, so she couldn't call me to let me know anything that was going on. So she just ended up calling 911. So when I came back to the house,
I don't believe the no service thing either. I don't believe. I have a hard time believing that there was no service at his house. I just have a very hard time believing that.
before I got on my road, I seen a police truck with a drone out, and then that's when I started speeding up because I was like, it's something going down like close to my house. When I got turned on my road, I seen a whole bunch of police like right at my house. So that's when I hurried up and I got to the house and I was like, what's going on? I thought my girlfriend was in labor because
they changed the age in the United States to be 21 now to buy tobacco products. It used to be 18. Now it's 21, just like alcohol.
Supposed to have a baby, you know what I'm saying, soon. So she ended up having a child that same night on July 1st. But she came up crying to me saying
Hear what he said right there?
She was supposed to have a baby, you know what I'm saying, soon. So she ended up having a child that same night.
She was supposed to have a baby soon. She ended up having a baby that night, July 1st. Right? Javeayah went missing June 30th. Allegedly. We know she's been missing longer than that. But according to their story, Javeayah went missing June 30th at around 9 o'clock, 8:45-ish. By, 6 hours later, she's crowning this child and popping out another child. She knew she was having that baby, and they had to do something.
On July 1st, but she came up crying to me saying she was supposed to have a baby, you know what I'm saying, soon. So she ended up having a child that same night on July 1st. But she came up crying to me saying Javeayah missing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like I kind of freaked out, and the detectives were telling me I couldn't go look and stuff like that because they didn't want me to mess up the area or whatever. But that's basically what happened up until all of this came about.
Okay. Is she known to run away? Like, has there been past issues with that with her? Is she known to do that?
No, she does not run away, but I will say that she's friendly. Like, she's friendly, like she doesn't.
Oh, guys,
it's not a stranger danger thing.
I've got something I've got to show y'all. Damn, I forgot to show y'all this. You gotta listen to this. Hold on, let me find it.
It's not like get away from me. Like, she didn't get that. She didn't understand it. She was just all friendly to everybody. She was very respectful. Like, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Like, that's what she do. We raised her great. Like, she was a real smart kid. That's why they had me kind of messed up.
Past tense.
They were saying that she was not she's non-verbal and that. Like, yeah, she was that sense of
Wait till you hear what they said when they made this call.
This again, that was the media was messing. I don't want to cuss, but that was messing my head up a little bit because they don't even have a good description of my child to try to describe her.
What's a good? Is she autistic or is she on the spectrum at all? Is that true?
She was on the spectrum when she was born, but they said that she couldn't be tested.
If you're on the spectrum when you're born, you're on the spectrum forever. He says she was on the spectrum when she was born. Now listen to what he says here, because what I'm going to show you guys next is very important. I'm going to back that up just a little bit. Listen to what he says, because the next thing I play after this video, it's very important to listen to. This part right here.
What's a good? Is she autistic or is she on the spectrum at all? Is that true?
She was on the spectrum when she was born, but they said that she couldn't be tested until she was 4 years old.
Okay, so it's on. You guys just don't know.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. We never got her tested, and she's never given us signs that she is, you know, autistic. She talks good. She's like very like she talks better than me. Like,
I bet she does.
Understood. So you guys have no idea what could have happened to her.
I have no clue.
Yep.
Like, sir, I don't like. It's really wild. But I had, like I said, I had gave all of these detectives this information about people snooping around the house lately. It's like since I've started work, like from Friday.
He's putting it out there. He's getting ahead of the story. Since Friday, since he started working, right? Since Friday, since he started working, people's been snooping around the house. But you ain't made a 911 call for that. Someone snooping around my house. I'm gonna certainly call.
So Thursday, really, but from Friday to Monday, I had to work.
Okay.
I was working night shifts, and every time I left, my girl would like, what she would tell me like, oh, it's been people doing this, and then the third around the house, they've been called, like they be on the phone with people like around the house, like just talking and walking real slow and things like that. And like, I've been telling them that, but
How are you doing through all of this?
I mean, I didn't got.
It's okay.
I didn't got a little bit of it out, but it's like not knowing is killing me. It's killing me,
you?
like, because like I mean you see stuff like this often, but you don't expect it to be you.
And is the mother, is she your wife?
No, she's not my wife. She was my girlfriend.
Okay. How is she doing?
She's still a little tore up, but she's making it. She's trying to stay calm because we just, like I said, we just recently had a child. She had to really go in labor early because all the stress that was going down. She had that baby the same night that all of this happened.
She had the baby the same night all of this happened. Okay, so we're going to listen to dispatch now and wait till you hear what dispatch says. But first, I want to thank Catherine. Thank you for the 250 joules, Catherine. Really appreciate your support. Crimson, thank you for the sunshine. I really appreciate you. The 200 joules. Chris, thank you for the 10 floating hearts. I appreciate you, dear. Joanne, thank you for the 200 joules. Appreciate that. Erna, thank you so much for the sunshine, the 200 joules. It's me, Jen. Thank you for the finger heart, the 350 joules. Leslie, keeping it real. Thank you for the 350 joules, my dear. Broken Black Skies, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for the 10 joules. It's me, Jules. Thank you for the duckling, 900 joules. Appreciate you, lovies. Miss Catherine, thank you for the flower, the 30 joules. And thank you for the sunshine. And thank you for the star, my dear. It's me, Jen. Thank you for the 550 joules to stay hydrated. And Catherine, thank you for the 6 joules. I appreciate you, my dear. Okay, so listen to this right here. This is the dispatch. Now, dispatch only says, right? Thank you for that, Ty. Thank you for that. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, you're so cute. So this is, listen to what they say right here.
30.
This is June 30th, 2026, 8:43:23.
9 Hillsboro Street, 39 Hillsboro Street, 4-year-old pediatric missing.
14, 17, 20, 11. What's the time frame?
20, 30 minutes ago, wearing a pink Minnie Mouse pajamas. She's a mixed race female.
Copy. Go ahead and send out the tracking team page.
10-4.
Tracking team copies.
Copy.
Aiken 300. I'm en route to your unit. Okay, Ross. 10's en route to the juvenile.
10. Units are out to Hillsboro. They suspect that she's autistic, thereby she is nonverbal, and she's not able to carry a conversation.
Did you hear that? Yeah, they said she was mixed race, but did you hear that? She's autistic, nonverbal, and not able to carry a conversation. This had to come from the mom. It had to come from the mom. Wait, what? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You remember I just played the dad's recording? I caught those when I was listening to this, when I was doing some research last night. I caught this and I thought, oh, you mofo. Oh, you mofo. Yep. Yep. They always love to add autistic and nonverbal. They, they want to put them in the special needs category, I guess. Listen to that again.
Your unit. Okay, Ross. 10's en route to the juvenile.
10. Units are out to Hillsboro. They suspect that she's autistic. They lie she is nonverbal and she's not able to carry a conversation.
Aiken 12.
Yep. They suspect she's autistic, nonverbal, and not able to carry on a conversation. Okay.
I was en route to Hillsboro. 1225, you want me to use that way with the other drone? 11, I didn't hear. Is the drone en route? 25, if you want to start this way, that way, if we need another drone. Careful. Aiken 14, I'm out at the incident location. 1411.
Aiken 6, what's the address?
9 Hillsboro Street.
Dog wagon around.
10.
Aiken 15, I'm 6-7. Aiken 11, let's go ahead and move all Hillsboro traffic over to Channel 2.
All units for the missing 4-year-old move to Channel 2 at this time. All units for the missing 4-year-old move to Channel 2 at this time. Regular traffic on 1.
18 go.
18.
Aiken 20. Aiken 22, should be back en route to the airport. 15, 300, y'all 10-4.
I said, hey.
10's out. If I can get somebody to start working on pipeline. 21 state service. Aiken 22, should be back up.
20.
Okay. So, if you remember last night, I'm looking for something. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me. Do you guys remember? Okay. Listen to this. Now listen to this. This is the former neighbor of Javeayah. I forgot to one of my mods said there was no notification. So for those of you just joining us, there's been a really sad major update in Javeayah, 4-year-old Javeayah Harris out of Aiken County, South Carolina. The parents, the mom and the dad, has been arrested. They believe that Javeayah has been deceased more than a month. And they are now searching in a area outside of Aiken County. They didn't say what area, but they said, as you can imagine, it would be very hard for them to locate her. And I think, in my opinion, that's the landfill. There were allegedly drugs in the home. So listen to what the neighbor said.
Who specializes in investigating missing children cases.
We're on the phone with Miss Young, a woman who knew the family after living nearby at an apartment complex in Union.
When they moved away, everybody's number one concern was, where is she taking this baby? Where is they going?
Authorities say the 4-year-old's mother reported her missing Tuesday night, last seen near a chicken coop, a detail not sitting right with neighbors we spoke with.
When they say that the baby left out their yard, That's unbelievable because anytime her mama left her in the house for days, all the time for hours.
While the sheriff's office
Her mama left her in the house for days and hours.
describes Javeayah as talkative and friendly, Miss Young says she didn't like to wander, but to stay in her comfort zone.
She real sweet.
Thank you, widow.
She will not cross the road. She won't walk by herself. Nothing. She like to hold people's hands when she walks. Even when she walks to the refrigerator, she still want to hold your hand.
At just a little over 40 pounds, deputies say Javeayah was wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas and Crocs when she vanished.
Different neighbors around in the same apartment complex went and got this baby, fed her, bathed her, put her on new clothes, and sent her back home. So it wasn't just me. It was different people in the neighborhood that noticed the same exact thing.
Now, the Aiken County Sheriff says the greatest thing to do for this family right now is to continue to pray. They have digital billboards up of little Javeayah and
on
Tuesday.
complex.
1 second.
Is
like if she don't know,
deputies
Listen,
have on the ground in
right here.
Aiken County. She says something in her heart is not sitting well back here in the upstate.
she real sweet and she real timid. Like if she don't know you, she's not gonna just walk up to you or nothing like that.
A
Sorry, I was muted. I apologize. I'm a one-man band, y'all. Lots of buttons back here. If you remember, Javeayah's dad said that she would speak to anybody, that she would talk to anybody. And that's not what we're hearing from the neighbor at all.
County, she says something in her heart is not sitting well back here in the upstate.
She real sweet and she real timid. Like if she don't know you, she's not gonna just walk up to you or nothing like that.
A sweet 4-year-old little girl has sparked national headlines as her disappearance out of Aiken County has now reached more than 2 days.
As a parent and a grandparent of young children, this investigation hits close to home. We know that this family is living.
But here's the thing. Susan said, I believe they'll find her body. These parents aren't the brightest bulbs. That is true, and I completely agree with that. However, if she is in the landfill, and if it's been more than a month, it may even been up to 6 months. They moved in January. To find a child in a landfill is about, statistically, it's about 7% chance of finding something of her. Now, they found Quentin Simon. It took 40 some days to find Quentin, if I remember correctly. I was at that landfill and all that. I was at the dumpster that they dumped him in, all of that. And it's very difficult. Very, very, it's a needle in a haystack, in a haystack, in a haystack, in a haystack. And they also, and that is still with them knowing the area and the date that she would be dumped in. If there's a dumpster, and there was a garbage truck, we don't know even the condition. Well, it could be up to 6 months. Law enforcement is saying at least a month. I'm saying that they moved in this trailer in January. Now, there's pictures of Javeayah that I showed earlier in this program from May. I can say it was posted in May of this year, but just because a picture is posted doesn't mean it was taken at that time either. Right? Joe Clyde Daniels was never found, and his parents are both in prison for Red Room. Oh, yeah. Trust me, for them to be arrested, listen, for them to be arrested and already charged with MURDER, they got stuff. You better believe it. Yeah. They got stuff. They've got some evidence. They got probable cause. I can't wait to see that. I hope they release that soon. That's right. Next door in Aiken never knew a child lived there. That's right. Do they have another child? She had a child the night Javeayah went missing. She's a beautiful little girl. But listen to this. This is the old neighbor speaking right here. This is the old neighbor speaking. Guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Share this live out. Whoa! I just jumped. Did you guys hear that? There's a big crack of thunder. It just fucking jarred everything.
A nightmare. And we are doing everything we can to bring Javeayah home.
The Aiken County Sheriff saying about 200 specialized law enforcement officers have now completed their main grid search, an effort of more than 3,000 acres.
We've been supported in that by helicopters, drones, and dogs. The FBI is on scene assisting with analytical data, and they have trained personnel on the ground who specializes in investigating missing children cases.
We're on the phone with Miss Young, a woman who knew the family after living nearby at an apartment complex in Union.
When they moved away, everybody's number one concern was, where is she taking this baby? Where is they going?
Authorities say the 4-year-old's mother reported her missing Tuesday night, last seen near a chicken coop, a detail not sitting right with neighbors we spoke with.
When they say that the baby left out their yard, that's unbelievable, because anytime her mama left her in the house for days, all the time for hours.
While the sheriff's office describes Javeayah as talkative and friendly, Miss Young says she didn't like to wander, but to stay in her comfort zone.
She real sweet. She will not cross the road. She won't walk by herself. Nothing. She like to hold people's hands when she walks. Even when she walks to the refrigerator, she still want to hold your hand.
At just a little over 40 pounds, deputies say Javeayah was wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas and Crocs when she vanished.
Different neighbors around in the same apartment complex went and got this baby, fed her, bathed her, put her on new clothes, and sent her back home. So it wasn't just me. It was different people in the neighborhood that noticed the same exact thing.
Now, the Aiken County Sheriff says the greatest thing to do for this family right now is to continue to pray. They have digital billboards up of little Javeayah, and there is a tip line set up for anyone with information about her disappearance, which you can see right there on your screen. Sydney.
No, thank you. A death in Swannanoa.
Okay.
All right.
So, there we have it. Neighbors were bathing her and giving her clothes. Yeah. Who's that? Baby kisses. I thought the spirit got you. Well, it about did. Oh my gosh. Thunder doesn't usually scare me. Lightning scares me. But that just came out of nowhere. It hadn't been thundering. For all those people who would love yes, yep, that's exactly what I said, Catherine, a minute ago. So it's apparent that the story wasn't matching. Here is the photo of mom. She wrote, "To my first baby, my sweet girl, you are the reason I became a mommy." And she's right. I'm guessing she's saying 4 years ago. So this was May 10th, but again, you don't know, because this photo, she's clearly not for here. She's definitely not for here. I don't know if this is, if she's for here or not. Yeah, he was 23. Where did you find that out, Kelsey, at? They're searching in Union County, Edgefield. They said they're searching outside of Aiken County right now with the arm down. Okay, 1 second. Is that bruising from wrist to elbow on the left arm? No, it's not. I believe you're right about being in landfill. Yeah. Just like baby Emmanuel, the dad puts the mom up to talking. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. The closest landfill is Barden C&D landfill. Okay, let's go from Union. 1 second here. Let's go from Union to what part of Aiken County were they in again? Bear with me 1 second, guys. Searching outside of Aiken County, believed she may have been deceased about a month ago. I'm assuming that they've people's talked, or the parents have talked. What's the city that they live in Union, or not Union, Aiken County? I can't think of it right now. What the hell is it? Hillsboro. Well, no, it's not Hill. That's the street they live on. Is it Hillsboro? Okay, 1 second. Let me see here. Driving directions. We'll do this. 39. Hillsboro. Aiken. One second, guys. Okay. And Union, South Carolina. So it's an hour and 44 minutes from where they live to just a general direction. Hour and 44 minutes, 87 miles. So Union is an hour and 46 minutes north. Thank you, Alabama. Appreciate you. The heavy equipment and sharp blades used in those landfills. I know. Yep. I know. It's so bad. And not only that, just the garbage truck, it constantly compresses. And Union is the sticks, so no one in the family asked about her whereabouts. If this is the thing, and I say this all the time, families move away nowadays. We all have family. We're all spread out. And you can talk to someone every single day, but that don't mean you know what's going on in their life. You know what I mean? So if they moved away from the family or didn't speak to them or whatever, how does anybody know? You know, it's such a vulnerable age, particularly before 5 years old, if they're not in school and if they're homeschooled as well. So, well, the charges which I showed earlier, they're facing 20 to life. And I don't think they're going to play. Where was the dad when she was pregnant? If they just had another child, was she asleep because she was pregnant and the 4-year-old got away? So the dad was at a laundromat, and the mom is the one that called 911. However, Javeayah had been missing a month at least. And so it was a lie, the whole story. I feel like she may have been missing for a whole while, but decided to report it. Oh, that's exactly what I said for days. I think that the whole reason, the only reason Javeayah was reported, because she had to go to the hospital. Someone's got to watch that kid. Or if that didn't happen, when people start coming to see the baby, or you're showing off the baby to your family, your friends, or whatever, they're gonna be like, where's your other kid? Where's Javeayah? Excuse me. It takes a special kind of evil. It does. Yes, Rockies. It takes us, like I always say, the most evil people in our society, the most like hardened criminals, will not unalive a child. The most hardened criminals in the meanest prisons that we have, they won't touch a child. And that's why I believe, in my opinion, these people that do things like this are way worse. Way worse. It's immaturity. It's drugs. It's laziness. It's lack of care. Listen, children will get on your nerves. It's human nature. You can't be inside, you can't live with someone for 18 years and not get frustrated. That's just not how life works. But you've got to be more mature than a 4-year-old. You got to be more mature than a 4-year-old. You got to step back, say, I need a minute. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just these people, they lack the maturity of a 4-year-old. Yes, and they said more charges pending. That could be neglect or physical. Well, let me show you this right here. Maybe I loaded it already. 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Right here. When was this? Okay. So right here we have, this is the father, Javeayah Harris. Sorry, I glitched a minute. It's the storm, I think. But he's got charges of MURDER, homicide, by child abuse. By child abuse. 20 years to life. Again, this sheriff is amazing. They don't even have Javeayah. and they are already arrested, which means they got something to prove that this child is no longer alive. Whether that is a confession, whether that is camera, physical evidence, data, whatever. No, and they need to re-elect the sheriff. That is how he feels about himself. She even had portions of his name. Yeah. Bet they will put the mom against the dad to get a confession. Oh, damn right they will. And I hope they do. Hope they drive him out and get the truth out of him. Absolutely. Okay. 1 second here as we go to this real quick. Let me find this. I got some new stuff coming up here. Just bear with me.
No
Make sure
time
you
to
guys hit
manage
that
orders
thumbs
and
up. Lots. How many
deliveries from
thumbs
multiple
ups do we
suppliers.
got in
Grainger
both
offers
chats?
everything in one place, from disinfectants to lighting,
Please hit
air
that thumbs
filters,
up.
and more.
Share this live stream out.
On your side.
Greatly
This is a News
appreciate y'all being here.
1226 special report as the search has ticked by.
Okay, where's the sound go?
Nights.
Where did this sound
Grainger
go?
offers over 1 million high-quality products, from mobile belts to switches and sensors, helping maintenance
Bear with me,
engineers keep
guys. I
production
apologize
lines
for
moving.
this.
Call, click,
Uh,
or stop by. Grainger, for the ones
This seems to
get it
happen
done.
often. It happens way more than it should.
We've been
That's for
watching the
sure.
press conference. That was the Aiken County Sheriff Marty Sawyer there
Where's the
announcing
sound?
that this search has taken a turn. We knew it was going to be in-depth.
Can y'all hear the sound? I can't hear the sound. Make sure my mic is working. Yep. One second here.
We've been watching the press conference. That was the Aiken County Sheriff Marty Sawyer there announcing this search has taken a turn. We knew it was going to be a pivotal update in this case. They now believe that Javeayah.
So you guys can hear the sound? You can hear me, but you can't hear the video, right? 573 guys, we got 1100 watching. Please hit that thumbs up. Double tap that screen if you're on mobile.
They believe this little girl's body is.
You can?
Aiken County
believes that
Sheriff
she
Marty
has died. Both of her parents, her
It's gotta
father,
be
her
something
mother,
on my
both
end then.
arrested now, charged with homicide by child abuse, and now filing a false police report. The sheriff adamant to bring this key piece in sharing the details that he could today,
I don't know
saying
what
that they
the hell
believe on Tuesday at 8:15 when that 911 call happened, alerting that Javeayah might have. They believe that Javeayah, her little body, had been dead for at least a month. Will Rio and Sidney Hood getting in place there at that press conference there with the sheriff in Aiken County. Obviously, a heartbreaking update for searchers there. The sheriff saying that the FBI had been part of this investigation, and they had been working to
see if I can hear this over here.
Had been working to.
I can hear everything else except that one thing.
As that massive search was going on, some 200 searchers
Very
strong.
weird.
We tonight.
I was. Oh,
are
I'm
learning
sorry,
that they
widow.
were searching there
Sorry, baby.
based on a tip, based on a call that was given
Let me see if I
by
can
that
hear
mother.
something else
That
here.
mother now in jail. Javeayah's father now
It's weird.
in
Y'all
jail,
can hear it, but I can't.
charged with homicide by child abuse, believing that in
Okay.
that
Tell me if you
911
can hear this right here.
News now.
Good afternoon. I'm Christy Calcagno. We are
Could y'all hear her? Let me know if you could hear her.
interrupting WLTX Plus to bring you the very latest on a missing girl over in Aiken County. 4-year-old Javeayah Harris, last seen on Tuesday night. The sheriff there in Aiken County.
Okay, I can hear that too, but I can't hear the other thing. That's very weird. Okay. All right, we're going to go to this right here and try to fix something here. Going to go to WRDW.
Substantial evidence that they have now been able to recover in this case. And certainly you think as we asked the sheriff yesterday, was there a secondary investigation? Was there anything that took them outside of this? This is a development that has happened essentially, unless they were holding it so close to the vest, something that's happened in the last 24 hours. As we look at Javeayah's little picture there, and that's the father there, the mother's name there on the screen, both of them charged with homicide by child abuse, and now filing a false police report. Again, going back to the sheriff saying that they believe at this point Javeayah might have been dead as long as a month before that 911 call around 8:15 last Tuesday. There's obviously a search for her body, the sheriff admitting to that, and they believe they know where that search must center now. So they have gotten some kind of insight, some kind of information in this search that has taken them somewhere. The sheriff not saying that where that is, and saying he would not share where that is. So there is obviously has been some type of forensic interview. They have been able to question, and we know they have questioned the mother and the father in this case. It is interesting now that issues like this and ones I've covered in the past, they do not come out with the homicide charge. They make arrests sometimes, I've seen, but that homicide charge is one that can be added later. Here, yes. They have the evidence. It is apparent that the sheriff coming out and saying they are charging both.
And you got to remember that, right? You got to remember that there's just like I've been saying, they could have charged them with child neglect in the beginning. They could have charged them, abandonment, anything, lying to making a false 911 call. But they, off the bat, charged them with unaliving Javeayah. Yeah. It will be.
Parents, and Will had exclusive reporting there. This mom was in the hospital right after this 911 call and was delivering a child. She has gone from a missing 4-year-old to in labor to jail.
I got some new stuff coming
this week. Will.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. And that was something I was just going to touch on, is that the father told me in that original phone call interview that I had with him that the same night, like you said, that he called 911, that he thought his girlfriend was going into labor. That's why he said he went home, and she ended up in the hospital and having another child while all of this was happening, while they were searching for Javeayah. And it's hard to imagine that entire situation, and then knowing the story that I was told from him was more than likely not true in any capacity. So it just puts perspective into all of that. We know that the family, or that the parents, are originally from Union and York County. So
outlined.
Are they potentially searching those areas? It's around 2 hours away. So that could be a potential area of interest that they are searching where they are originally from, although we don't know that for sure. And the sheriff wouldn't tell us too, but they are, again, searching that the place of interest. So I'm blown away by this whole situation. When that was announced, I mean, I was in shock. knowing that I've spoken to him and the story that we had, and that was out on social media too. So I know that there was so much misinformation out there, and that's what the sheriff wanted to quell early in the week. But while their investigators were working all of this, and we know that they had search crews working out of Aiken County too to try to find Javeayah on some tips that they did receive. So I'm just almost in shock. It's hard to find some words of what all of this has culminated to.
I've got the arrest for the
really,
the mom
there's no
now.
way to describe it, and you can certainly imagine just how they're
gonna show you guys
feeling
that in a
on the
minute.
law enforcement side of things. Like I said, they've been out here, most of them nonstop since Tuesday evening whenever that 911 call came in, going into the evening hours, into the early morning hours, into the daylight with this brutal heat, doing everything that they can to try and find this little 4-year-old. And then, of course, the community, like I said earlier, there's hardly a social media platform you can go on where you do not see this little girl's face and you do not see her name. Just anyone trying to do anything that they can to get that out there to anyone out in Aiken County, outside of South Carolina, just anywhere to hopefully hit the right person to lead law enforcement into finding her. You can't go to hardly any gas station in Aiken County where you don't see her face and that name and that tip line that the Aiken County Sheriff's Office has had posted since this started on Tuesday.
And you bring up a good point about the tip line and the website that they set up for digital evidence.
Yeah, and you can still send in evidence on that tip line, by the way. I want to show you guys this right here. This is a picture of Javeayah's terrible parents. This is the mom and the dad, young couple in their 20s, 23. Dad, I can't remember how old he is, but it's not very. She's not very old either. So there's that. Also have something here that, one second. What is this? Yeah, they searched 5,000 acres. Okay, here is the father, another picture of the father. I've got the arrest records. I've shown you the dad's arrest records. Father, picture of the father. And this is the mom's Instagram, or as the kids say, Insta. Here is, we now have the mom's arrest record here. And it's to have a no body MURDER here already. It's something. It's really something. This is, wait, no. Sorry, one second. Johmarea is the, one second. I can't find hers. I was thinking Johmarea was the mom, but it's the dad. I get their names mixed up. Okay, here, I got it right here. Michilae Herring, home city Aiken. Her new favorite number, 1015439, inmate number. She's female, black, ACSO, status open, arrest date 7/3/2026, 10:45. They ended up arresting them last night. They made no bones about it. They say a lot of people already been charged before her physical. That says a lot. They've already, yes, it does. It sure does. I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but they got They got something. Charge MURDER, homicide by child, 20 years to life. So there you have it. There you have it. All right, guys. That's all for me on this one. We're going to continue to follow up. That's probably some more news will come in around 6 or 7 Eastern time tonight. I have some things to do with the family, and I'll be back later tonight, probably around 9 or 9:30 Eastern. Do I need to, let me see if there's any more gifts before I leave. So thank you guys. Whoops, 1 second. Panda, thank you so much for the 10 jewels. I appreciate you. Beastly, thank you for the 200 flow state and the other 200 flow state. Appreciate you, dear. Local Luke, thank you so much for the flow state. Appreciate you, my friend. Let me see here. Catherine, thank you for the makeup brush, the 6 jewels. Appreciate you, love. Thank you so much. Thank you, Local Luke, again. Appreciate you. Let me check the other one to make sure. FF2 TT, thank you for the 10 jewels. Appreciate you very much, my friend. Thank you so much. And yep, I think that's pretty sure that's, yep, okay, I think that's it. All right, guys. I thanked everyone else earlier for that, so we're good. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Happy 4th of July. If you are in the United States, happy 4th of July. If you're not in the United States, do appreciate you. Very, 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 very sad day for Javeayah's family and the community. The sheriff has worked so incredibly hard. The Columbia FBI, all of them did an amazing, amazing job. So yeah, thank you, SOS. Appreciate you. All right, guys, I will see you guys on the next one. I'll be back anywhere from 9 to 10 o'clock tonight. 9 to 10 o'clock. We might do an update on Javeayah. If not, we will be covering probably Nancy Guthrie or Jack and Lily. I've got several lives prepared, and we'll go from there. I do appreciate your time. You guys have a lot of options here on YouTube. I recognize that, and I do appreciate you guys spending time with me and trusting me. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Good night. God bless.